Yeah, close that door and I don't want to hear anything more about it.
Are you being stroppy again?
Good grief.
God, stroppy hoots.
You know what?
They're like teenagers.
It's me, Egil. And those of you who have families know the dreaded word adolescence, teenagers. The time when perfectly sweet little children turn into monsters with opinions of their own. Okay, I'm going to sit down for this. People were talking the other day about teenagers in the Viking Age. They weren't strictly speaking teenagers as we know them. You know, they weren't borrowing the keys to the chariot or anything like that. Teenagers were an invention sort of late 50s, early 60s when money became more available and there were more consumer goods. In the Viking Age, you were a child or you're an adult. But the difference being, you had to go through rites to become an adult. Those of you who have been looking at the runes will know to be a Norse male, to be treated as an adult and equal, you had to kill the aurochs, which is not an easy job. For women, it's when they first start menstruating and they become women. So to become an adult, age-wise, you're considered an adult about 12 years old. So it's a bit different from the teenagers today. Well, why didn't they have this? Well, yeah, they didn't have the consumer goods that we are used to, that we take for granted. You didn't have time to do that because you had to work. Majority of the people had to work from dawn till dusk. And I think we've got a wasp in the room, but never mind. Over there, yeah. So if you're working 12 hours a day, you haven't got time to have teenage angst. If you're a male, you could well be called out to defend the land and put your life on the line. I'm not saying they didn't have anxieties and various fears. It's alright, Bragi's trying to kill a wasp here, so that'll be interesting. If you knock it down, it won't get up so easy. But as I say, I mean, it wasn't like it is today. If you're a wealthy person, again, if you're female, you are married off to consolidate power agreements and things like that. If you were poor, then you had to learn the skills of spinning, weaving, cooking and childbirth. If you're a man, you just got to work hard, and if you're not married by the time you're 15, they would have thought something was a bit odd. But you see what I mean? The actual way society is precludes the teenage thing, and I'm sure there's some, like in any age, adolescence is not an easy time because you're going from childhood to adults. Your hormones are doing somersaults, and part of you wants to still be a child, part of you wants to be treated as an adult. So anyway, basically that is it in a nutshell, and I hope that's answered some questions. Leave us a comment if you've got any comment ideas that you want to put to us on that, and we'll get back to you. In the meantime, I'm going to watch Bragi killing a wasp. Till we meet again. He's knocked another stand over.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, you can hear him swearing in the background. So, bye.
Don't forget, leave a hashtag Teenage Mutant Ninja Vikings.
You heard the man. I'm not even going to repeat all that. Bye.